Yum. Okay, I've had my sugar. I'm hyped up. Let's do it. Starting with skin prep, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream just to prep my skin and act as a primer for my foundation. I love this cream. I think it really is worth the hype. It makes such a difference with my foundation. We want that glowy base, but not a natural base. Good coverage, good medium coverage. This is the Ultraviolet Queen Screen for SPF. This is the only SPF that has a nice glowy effect and isn't tinted and doesn't make my face really pale. Why do all SPF beauty brands have tinted color in their sunscreen? It's like they want it to act as a foundation as well, but they're always so pale. So yeah, this is the only one that I like because it also acts as a nice glowy moisturizer. And this is the lip balm I've been using mostly for nighttime, but it's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. It tastes nice. Now that we're all glowy, I'm gonna go in with foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Foundation, my go-to. You've probably seen me talk about it a lot. I just bought a new one from Mecca. I pumped 2 small drops on the back of my hand and then I use a sponge. I'm sorry if you can hear the leaf blower in the background. 1, 2. The shade I'm using is Sand. I also have Warm Sand for when I'm more tan. They also have a matte version of this foundation, but I prefer this satin-like finish. It just looks a bit more natural, but it still covers everything and gives a good coverage. I've been embracing my natural nails. I've been doing SNS on them, and yeah, as much as I like long nails and the pretty acrylic nails, they annoy me so much. Like I can't do anything with them, but they look so good in videos, that's why I get them. But then in real life, they annoy the heck out of me. But yeah, my skin's been pretty good. I just have like annoying little spots here and there, but overall it's been clear for so long, which is good. I really don't understand because when I eat healthy and I feel like I'm not stressed, I have pimples. And then when I feel like I'm really stressed and I eat whatever I want, I don't have pimples. I am on the pill though, so I know that affects my hormones and yeah, I really don't know. For concealer, I use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer, so not the original Shape Tape, it has to be the Ultra Creamy one, in the shade 35N Medium. I tend to do like 3 lines like this. If I feel like I look really tired, then I'll put more, and then I just use a sponge again. I hate when I get my makeup done for shoots and stuff and they don't put enough concealer. Concealer is a must for me. Otherwise I feel like I just look tired. Okay, so I did a makeup tutorial 4 months ago. So some of these steps are similar to that one, and then I have some new steps. That's why I'm filming an updated one. But this is the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Joy, and this is a new step that I've been adding, and it's so pretty. It's so pigmented. It's the only liquid blush that I've tried that I really like. So I just do 2 dots and then 1 on my forehead like this. 1, 2, 3. And then you want to blend it out really quickly. Also note where I placed it. I put it quite high up on my cheekbones. I don't know, it just creates a more snatched effect if you're placing your contour and your blush a bit higher than what you think you should. It's such a pretty shade. I think coral blushes are my favorite. Time for the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I use a little powder puff. This brand is Spectrum, and I just dab it in there. And I go under my eyes and drag upwards. And then a little on my chin, T-zone, and I let that sit there for a couple minutes. Okay, you need to get done. I really like this bronzer and blusher brush from Charlotte Tilbury. It's really soft, but I use it as a face powder brush. And then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 3. And I start from my jawline and then work my way upwards to the under eye. And I just sweep off that translucent powder. I pat over my eyelids so that the powder goes on top of my eyelid as well. I try to avoid the blush area as much as I can. And I just make sure I go over my nose, chin, and forehead because I tend to get oily throughout the day. Definitely a powder girly. Alright, time to bronze up the face. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury again, the Airbrush Bronzer in the shade 3, and this Nude by Nature bronzing brush. I just brush along the outer forehead, basically the whole perimeter of my face. Then I lightly contour my cheekbones, kind of just under where the blush is, and then a little bit along my jawline as well. I popped this pimple this morning and it's annoying me. I love this blush so much, the Too Faced Cloud Crush in the shade Tequila Sunset. The packaging is so cute. It's got a little love heart opener. Oops, just digged my whole thumb into it. Great, but it smells so good. I've never had a blush smell this good. I'm using a Zoeva Luxe face brush. This is very, very pigmented, so don't go heavy-handed with this. I'm just dusting lightly over where I put the Rare Beauty blush. These two go so well together. It really makes the blush pop. I'm really loving my blush at the moment and just really going heavy with it. In real life, it can kind of look crazy, but on camera, when I'm doing like TikToks or whatever, it looks so good. And I always dust a bit in the middle of my nose as well. And if you feel like you put too much, just go over with your foundation powder brush. You can push it back a bit. This is my brow pencil from Kylie Cosmetics. I use the shade Deep Brown, and I literally have been using this every time I do my makeup for ages, like the whole year. I find this one is better than the Benefit one. I used to use the Benefit Cosmetics brow pencil a lot, but this pencil is more precise. It's slimmer, skinnier. You can really draw the fine lines and be really precise. But yeah, I always choose brow pencils that have the pen and then the brush on the other end, because I like to brush out the pencil afterwards like this. Yeah, I just use short, quick strokes as I fill in my brows. I don't want to be too neat with it or too heavy-handed with it. Just very light, quick strokes. How long has my necklace been sitting like that? It fell off. And then again with Kylie Cosmetics, I set my brows with their brow gel. I don't go too heavy with it. I just very lightly go over and I flick upwards as well. I'm using the Mecca Max Soft Shadower brush and then the Kylie Cosmetics bronze palette. I'm using the shade Unmatched and just putting that lightly in my crease. Again, you don't want to press down hard. You just want to lightly brush through your crease and then bring it out just past your eyebrows. And then I'm using the flat eyeshadow brush from Mecca Max and the same color. I'm just lining underneath my waterline. So you kind of got to look up for this and just brush it as close as you can to your waterline. This just gives a more smoky effect to your eyes, but while still looking natural. It makes the look slightly more glam rather than just a natural everyday look. I'm gonna lightly dab my brush into the dark brown shade Brunette. This is just gonna enhance your eyes more and add a bit more smokiness and glamour. I'm taking the Benefit Tickle highlighter and with a fluffy brush, I'm just applying that in the middle, the inner corner of my eyes. This just makes your eyes pop. It adds a bit of more glow and dimension to your eyes. And I'm also putting some on my brow bone. This is something I've always done, is highlight the inner corner and highlight your brow bone. I'm really sorry about the leaf blower. How inconsiderate of him. Also a touch of highlighter on my nose. I have this angled brush from Nude by Nature and I'm using that to create a wing. So I'm pressing quite hard into the dark brown eyeshadow from the same palette. And you want to use short little strokes, create your shape, and then draw it out. Sometimes I mess up this part and I have to redo them so that they look the same. And I kind of drag it just to the middle of my eye along the top, and this will just make your eyes pop more. I just feel like a brown eyeshadow liner, a bit more softer, less glam, but still glam. Compared to using a black pen eyeliner, I think this is just a lot more softer, a bit pulled back more. I like to use a black eyeliner in the same way, like a pen, when I'm going out to a more fancy dinner or I'm wearing black and I want my eyes to be black, if that makes sense. Okay, so after I've done my wing, I put my eyelashes on. I use the Ardell Wispies, but yeah, I saved them, so I wore these. I've worn these ones a couple of times already. I don't know if that's gross, but they're expensive, so I'm not just gonna wear them once and throw them out. I think that's really wasteful. Yeah, I'll put my eyelashes that I use in my Amazon storefront. I'll link it down below, and I like to get them in packs and I'll just buy them in bulk so that I'm never running short of them. I'll glue these on off camera and get back to you and we'll do lips. Alright, that took a while, but the lashes are on, and then I'm just gonna coat them lightly with some mascara. This is the Kylie Cosmetics mascara. And a little bit on my bottom lashes as well. Some girls look really nice without putting mascara on their bottom lashes, but I don't know, I feel naked. I need to put a little bit on the bottom lashes. It makes my eyes pop more, I think. I just kind of dab off the lip balm before I put lipstick on. I'm just going back in with the translucent powder and contouring my jaw. So I just do a straight line underneath my blush and contour and let that sit for a bit. I don't know, it adds a nice finishing touch to the makeup, really makes the skin look flawless and your contour and blush pop a bit more. And then I just lightly dust it off. All right, I'm using the Mecca Max Pout Pencil in the shade Super, which is this brown shade. A trick to getting a really nice, even, symmetrical lip liner is smiling as you apply it, like this. And lately I've been loving the YSL lipstick, the Rouge Volupte Shine. I'll have to research what shade this is because it doesn't say. This isn't a matte lipstick, it has a nice sheen to it. It's kind of like a balm, a colored balm. And that's it, we're done. This is how I do my makeup every day for content. Whenever you see me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever fashion content I'm doing, I'm always wearing this makeup basically. And I hope this helped you guys out. I'd love to see you guys try this tutorial out. I'll be linking everything I can in my Amazon storefront, so I'll leave the link down below. I'll give you a quick close-up. I feel like this routine really makes my skin flawless, and I feel like the makeup's not too heavy. It's still glowy while still having good coverage. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see next on my channel. I always love hearing your suggestions down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!